Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a jaw update for my 1 year in the Vivos appliance / DNA mRNA. I'm just gonna tell what's been happening since the last update video. It's been a pretty long time. I might forget some stuff, so whatever. But I have a list because if I were to just start talking, I would just continue to talk about different things, like little, we go over here, we go over there, we go over there. You just never know what order it's going to come out in. So I have a list. I spent 6 months in the DNA appliance and then I switched to the mRNA for the next 6 months. And I'm still in the mRNA. The mRNA has special little hooks on the bottom, and the top one has little wings that the hooks hook onto to keep your lower jaw forward. That has been really, really good for my lower jaw, moving it forward. So I'm really happy in the mRNA because the DNA, I was trying to use rubber bands and it wasn't working. I got my tongue tie cut and I feel so much better. I made a whole video about that. I will be posting it soon. So I actually did not post the tongue tie video because it was basically just a vlog of me having a mental breakdown. So I didn't post it. I'm not going to, but I wanted to tell you the gist of what happened. So basically I had the tongue tie cut. It's been a month and I feel really good for the most part. Like, my tongue doesn't really hurt at all anymore. I was worried because it was hurting really bad for a while and it stopped hurting like 3 days ago. Almost exactly a month it stopped hurting as bad as it was. Don't you like how one of my eye circles is darker than the other one? Because I was crying and I wiped this one and I didn't wipe that one. Anyway, my voice has been significantly better. I can say E and I vowels much easier in singing and they don't sound as nasally and bad. And that's because those vowels are back of the tongue is up vowels and I couldn't lift the back of my tongue up very well when I didn't have a free tongue. And I also had my lip tie done at the same time. This is what it looks like now. So I think it's reattached, but it's reattached in a higher place. So I don't know if it's still going to be an issue. I have an appointment to have him look at it. I definitely feel like having the release has helped my jaw progress because I don't wear the device as much as I'm supposed to. And when I put it in, it's not as tight as it would be before. It hurt really bad for the first day. I definitely couldn't eat. That was really upsetting because I've been working on my eating habits, but it went away after like the second or third day I was able to eat. The exercises, when I started them, made my tongue feel a lot better, kind of took away the pain. Yeah, if you get the tongue tie release, definitely get exercises before and after. It's necessary. Okay, this is a weird one, but I felt like after the release, I had better timing when I'm singing. Like, my rhythm was better. It just might be me, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. It feels really good now. I'm really thankful I did it. I highly recommend it to everybody. It's what caused my jaw to be so messed up in the first place. And it's nice because it doesn't get caught on my lower appliance because the lower appliance has an expansion part of it. It's blank. My tongue tie would get stuck in between it. So I would have to put wax on the bottom one to not have my tongue get stuck in it, and now I don't have to do that. This is a long side tangent from this video. I just wanted to include what happened with my tongue tie release and the vlog that will never be because y'all don't really want to see mental illness, I promise. Back to the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is like physical appearance changes. My smile is wider. My teeth used to be, I'll put a picture up of me before, and you can see now my teeth take up almost my whole smile. There's no black spaces next to, they call it like the buccal corridor, I think. I don't have that anymore, so that feels good. Also, my crossbite used to be like that, and now it's like, I don't know if you can really tell, but it feels different to me. It's improving slowly, very slowly. It's because this is a place where I can get S's to come out correctly and where like my teeth feel like they align with each other best. Now I can do this and my open bite is almost closed, and if I move my lower jaw forward, I can't even stick my tongue through it. Oh my god, look at that. Oh shit. My teeth are almost closed. Oh hell yeah. So that's very, very, very exciting to me because I can bite through things a lot easier now. I still can't bite through lettuce or tomatoes, but we're getting there. Also, I have developed noticeable spaces between these teeth right here. I used to have molars there, and they were stripped from my body by an evil orthodontist. Not evil, just ignorant. Yeah, so they took my molars from me and pushed everything back and tilted my lower teeth out to make them meet the upper teeth, because my lower jaw still wasn't big enough even after they pushed back the upper teeth. And you see how you can like see white things under my gums? So my teeth have been pushed outward like that from my bone. I'm hoping that they will, as I expand outward, they'll just naturally come back to their normal spot, and I think that's gonna happen because I got my tongue tie cut, as I said earlier, and I have noticed that my lower teeth have been getting a lot more crowded. I don't know if you can tell, but this tooth right here is like, nah, I'm gonna go back. And I think it's actually going back into its natural place in the bone. My lower teeth look crowded now because I'm not expanding the lower appliance right now. I haven't at all since I got the mRNA, because I need the upper teeth to be wider than the lower teeth, and they're still not quite there. They're close. They're very, very close. I have not been wearing the appliance as much as I should. I've only been wearing both pieces at night. I'm supposed to wear the top piece 15 hours a day, but it's more like 5 to 7 because I've only been wearing it at night. So I haven't been turning it very much. So hopefully I can start wearing it more and get more results. But there's still a lot that's happened. Also, the lip tie has, I think, made my smile look better, because when I would smile before, I felt like my lower lip was like, it would feel like it curled in, so I wouldn't smile as wide. And now I can just be like, and it feels like it's just like there. You know? Also, it's easier to close my lips. One day I was just sitting on the couch like, close your mouth, and my mouth was already closed, but I thought it was open because where I had my jaws positioned, my mouth would normally be open. It wasn't, because my lip was able to come down further. So that's awesome. The last time I was gonna film this video, which I never got to it was like a month or 2 ago, and it was before I got my tongue tie done, and I was feeling like horrible. I was in constant headache pain every single day for like 2 weeks before my tongue tie released. And like, I have Atlas bone adjustments that help with the headaches a little bit, but they would always come back like later on that day or the next day. I think it was because the tongue is rooted down here, so when you move this forward, if the tongue's tied to this, it's gonna also move forward. So I think it was tightening all the fascia connected to the tongue tie even more than they were before. So I had constant headaches. I was miserable. 8 weeks before I got the tongue tie release, I was like, it's time. I gotta do this. I don't care if I have enough space in my mouth yet. My body is telling me it's time. And it was. It might have also been doing the exercises that contributed to the headaches, because the myofunctional exercises I did before the tongue tie were also stretching that fascia and making it feel tighter. So I think it was a combination of both. Either way, it hurt a lot. I'm glad to say that as soon as I got the tongue tie cut, like while it was happening, I felt like my whole back just be like, phew. It made that sound too. I was just laying there, and I also felt something in my ear. That was the first thing I felt. Like, it must have been the passage where the stuff goes down, because like, apparently people have a lot of ear infections as a child, which I did. I was in the hospital all the time for being sick and having bad ear drains, and I got tubes twice in my ears because they couldn't drain. It's actually a symptom of having a tongue tie, and just like everything the else that could be wrong with you, you probably have a tongue tie. If you have health issues in your 20s, you probably have a tongue tie. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Go see a doctor. So yeah, I felt the thing in my ear. I was like, oh, I feel something in my ear. And he was like, yeah, well, okay, whatever. And then I was like, oh my gosh. Before he went inside the tongue, and like once he was finishing off like the actual piece of skin that you could see, I felt my back release, like I said. But it's insane, because my middle back used to be, what are those things called where there's bombs under the ground that you might accidentally step on? A minefield of knots. And now there's not one knot in my middle back. I thought there would still be knots, but there's no knots. Actually, oh my god, there's no knots in my middle back. So when my boyfriend used to give me a massage, it hurt. I like did not want my middle back to be touched because it was so sensitive and they were so hard, the knots were, that I just didn't want them to be worked with at all, because it was just too painful and intense. And now they're completely gone. That's crazy. You hear about these things if you're in the community of people that talk about this, and it seems unbelievable, but you're like hopeful that it'll happen to you. And then like it happened, and I'm like, this is not real. Like, what? This could not possibly have happened. So I'm really happy. All of my back pain, like my muscle tightness, is completely gone. I still have some lower back pain, but I think that's from that I still have forward head posture. The tongue tie release was the best thing I've ever done. The whole reason I'm even doing this jaw thing is because of the tongue tie. So I'm glad that it's gone. I feel like I'm much more relaxed. I don't feel like I'm getting as angry as much, which I still get really angry if you believe that, but it happens less often, and it's usually a longer period of time before it happens. I have been sleeping the best I have ever slept since I remember. I think I've been having dreams every single night. I think all of my dreams are lucid dreams, and I just love dreaming. I've just been sleeping so good. So good that I've been missing alarms. And that used to be a problem when I was a teenager. I got fired from a job because I missed my alarm because I closed my other... I don't need to go into an excuses why, but whatever. I'm missing alarms again, which is good and bad. It means I'm sleeping good, but also I have shit that I have to do and people are relying on me and I don't want to lose my income. Also, I've had a lot of ADHD going on because I got off my meds like 6 months ago and I tried taking adrenal supplements, which helped a little bit, but I just can't tell if they're working and I don't know when to take them because at first they made me feel awake and then later they made me pass out. So I started taking them at night and now I'm scared if I take them at night then it will make me wake up, but then I'm scared if I take it during the day, then I will fall asleep and miss jobs that I have to do. So I don't know what to do with that. I started taking my medicine again because my life is just completely fallen off track. My finances, my responsibilities, my house, my files, everything's a disaster and I'm tired of being disheveled, not knowing where anything is. I found a video from like March that I filmed and I'm probably just gonna post it anyway. So anyway, back on the medication. Obviously it's not seeming to work very well right now. It's fine. It's nighttime. But I think that a lot of ADHD symptoms are caused by not breathing correctly and not sleeping very good, but I've been sleeping really good, so I don't know. I think I'm just ADD. Naturally. Okay, I am going to show you. When I had my tongue tie consultation with the doctor that was going to do the release, I had the thing that goes around you, CAT scan? Maybe? It's not a CPAP. I think it's a CAT scan. I can't remember. CT scan? I don't know. Either way, you stand there, you put your chin on something, and then it goes meow, meow, and then you get a picture. So I'll show you the picture. And as you can see in the picture, my jaw angle of my lower jaw is completely downward. And that's like not okay. Also, my ramus bone right here is really short. And it's supposed to be longer ramus bone and more of a flat jaw angle. You can even see it now. And that's why I have a long face, because my angle goes down instead of out. So I got really, really depressed after that appointment because I was asking him, is it possible for me to have the face that I want at the end of this like whole thing that I'm doing? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. And maybe it's just the doctor doesn't believe in certain things. I don't know. I think he just confirmed what I already knew because really I'm not committed enough to do any like significant amount of exercises to grow my bones for myself because I'm lazy. I don't think I would be able to stick with it for long enough and I feel like it would take too long and I'm just tired. I'm tired of things taking so long. This appliance is taking forever. I know it's partially my fault because I haven't turned it enough. Anyway, this is not a rant video. I just wanted to say I got so depressed. I spent all this money on these appliances and these treatments, but I'm never gonna have a normal shape of my jaw, and I've been looking into other alternatives after I finish the appliance therapy. I think that my only options are either double jaw surgery, which is the thing I tried to not get by doing the DNA, or something called mandible distraction osteogenesis. I don't know if it's even possible for me to get this. I feel like I would have to qualify somehow, but it's where they cut your bone, they stick screws in it, and then you have it turned a certain amount of times to like open up a space, and then you have a period where you wait and the device just sits there. I think they put it right here, which is what I feel like I need, is more like downward. No, maybe not though. Maybe I just need it to swing up. I don't think my face would look normal if my chin was right here. Like if this was the bottom of my chin, I don't think that would be a good face. Anyway, whatever I need. It's hard for me to understand what I need, but I think for sure that this needs to be rotated, and I don't really see another way for it to happen besides cutting the bone and rotating it. Yeah, so I probably will just have to have double jaw surgery, and that's just a personal thing because I think that the appliance therapy is totally 100% going to fix all of my airway stuff and my sleep apnea stuff, which I don't even have sleep apnea anymore, but it's still disordered breathing while sleeping, and I definitely do still snore. I think that the appliances will fix that, but I want my face to look nice because I'm 30 years old and I'm trying to be a singer, and if I'm gonna be looking like not good, deformed, I'm just not gonna ever make anything happen. And honestly, I'm just kind of giving up on all my dreams. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm not expecting for the industry to care or want me. And you know what? I don't think anybody even really wants the industry anyway, because I don't. So this is not a video about my dreams and how they're crushed. This is about my jaw, so let's continue. Just gonna pop into my own video here and say that it's weird because I'm starting and ignore my hair. I'm starting to like my side profile better than my front profile. Maybe not that side, but I really like my cheekbones and how much face I have now on the side. And from the front, I just don't like it. My lower jaw is basically messing up my lower face. It's kind of weird because I'm not mad at that. So I just wanted to share that I'm starting to like my side profile better than my front, which is very odd because my whole life I've hated my side profile. I mean, I have to do specific things with my neck to make myself like it. Also, when I smile, I have little apples of cheeks. Well, I mean, I've always had pretty big cheeks, like bleh. But now I just feel more pretty when I smile. I like my cheekbones, okay? I'm just having a good time with cheekbones. So anyway, back to normally scheduled programming. I've had no headaches since I got the tongue tie release. I rarely have pain in my jaw, which is awesome. It still clicks when I open on this side, but not on this side. I think the side stopped clicking. I can't tell. But I feel like I'm making good progress. And oh, one thing that is happening though with that tooth, this tooth that's moving backwards, when I wear the appliance last night, I woke up and this tooth hurt so bad because I think the appliance is pushing on it. So I'm gonna try expanding the bottom one turn to see if like widening it just a tiny bit will help the teeth be more happy. We might just have to have a second bottom appliance made for me because I'm not gonna wake up every day in that kind of pain, and I don't think my tooth is going to be complying with what the appliance is trying to do, because it's like I've been pushed out of the bone for too long and I'm ready to come back to my home, and I don't blame it, and I want it to come back to its home, but we just have more stuff we have to do before you can go home, so you gotta work with me here, tooth, okay? Things are going great. I'm really excited. I'm not upset that I spent all this money on this stuff instead of getting the surgery, because I feel like when you get the jaw surgery, they don't really factor in the placement of your jaw joints and if they're like correctly lined up, or at least the people that I saw never mentioned that. They might. I don't know if they do. I think that also expanding everything to the body's potential is a really good way to start the process, because I'm at least giving my body the chance to express its full genetic potential before I go in and surgically alter it, where I wouldn't have any way to healthfully express the genetic potential of my body. I don't know. It just feels right to me. So I'm not upset that I spent all that money. I was when I was depressed, but mostly it's because I just don't like how I look and I want to look better. This appliance is not focused on how you look. It's focused on your breathing, which is way more important. And I am also I want that too. I really want the breathing. That's more important to me. Almost. I don't know. How I look or breathing. I guess breathing's more important. It is. But I'm tired of being ugly. And I know I don't look ugly in this video. And I don't think other people think I'm ugly. People hit on me all the time. But that's not why I want to look good. I want to look how I feel like I'm supposed to look. And this is not how I'm supposed to look. I want a jaw. So anyway, this is how my side profile looks now. This is my good side. And this is the other side. Also, my posture is so much better after the tongue tie. I think that also with the side profiles, hopefully I was able to show you, but the way that my tongue can now go all the way up in the roof of my mouth, I think has helped with the section right here that seems to never be all the way in my, like that. Yeah, I'm really happy with the progress. I'm happy. Look at my smile. I like my smile. I liked it before. I've always liked my smile. I like it better now because it looks more full. And my myofunctional therapist told me that it also looks more relaxed when I smile, which is good because apparently you're not supposed to look like you're trying to smile. That's all I have to say. Sorry if the sound was bad. This is my closet, by the way. It was fun to set this up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to follow my jaw journey, you can subscribe. I post videos like this every couple months, and I also post singing videos and other weird random videos, mostly just about me. So if you like me, then I would like to know who you are, and you can talk to me in the comments. And if you don't like me and you want to hate watch my videos, I'm happy to have you too. Okay, bye.